by looking at the high-resolution satellite imagery. This is the visible satellite. These are the actual clouds spiraling around right now. And look right in here. That is our newly reorganizing center. This is the counterclockwise spin around that center. Big thunderstorm action on the east side. Some pretty big thunderstorms right on the north side of that center as well. This is what the National Hurricane Center and where all the modeling is going to now be able to pick up on and say this is the starting point. This is where we then go from here. We're now with a clear center for Isaias just off the northern coast of the Dominican Republic. That said, we're moments away from the newest update coming in from the National Hurricane Center. The 2 o'clock advisory is still what we're looking at here. Not quite yet done yet with that 5 o'clock advisory, but whether it's on while I'm talking to you or if you hear it from the Weather Underground team that's coming up next, you will get the latest information right here on the Weather Channel. So please stay tuned for that. As of 2 o'clock, 60 mile per hour top wind speeds. I don't see that changing much. But again, what will be changing is that all of the models will have that good initialization point from here on out because there is a clear center to our area of low pressure. That means our forecast might have to adjust a little bit because I think that center is actually now right up here, so a little bit farther north than where it was initialized earlier today. That transition was happening at about the 2 o'clock time frame, and now we're going to get that full update in just before the 5 o'clock time frame. So will this shift north a little bit in the short term? Maybe. Will it stay outside of the path that's there the whole time? Probably not. I think this is just going to be a slight adjustment, and then the cone will look very similar to what we've been showing you. Why do we think that will not move much? Well, it's because we know the big players in the environment surrounding Isaias, and that is these two big high-pressure areas, one in the Atlantic, one over the southwest U.S. that bends down into the western Gulf. This storm can't go up through those high-pressure areas. It has to find a weakness in between those ridges, and there's only so many solutions. An upcoming trough, the low-pressure area that'll kind of pull this north, if it's back to the west just a little bit stronger, well, then you come through South Florida and down into the southeast. More likely will be a more progressive pattern, maybe not quite as strong, allowing for our storm to bend north a little bit sooner. Does that mean no impacts for, say, South Florida or mid-Florida or northeast Florida? No, you still have to pay attention. This could come right up the coastline conceivably, and so that's something that we have to continue to carefully monitor. Again, this is going to take over as the primary circulation zone as we go through the rest of our day. You're starting to see that fanning out look again across the northern portion of this storm where it's kind of breathing a little bit more, so some intensification will begin. And gosh, it was a rainy, at times life-threatening flooding day in Puerto Rico, the east side of the island, Jackie, still with flash flood warnings.